that was the end of 1916. Yes, and I think that the Soviets had second thoughts that this was a terrible mistake that they let us out, and they sent an informer, a KGB informer, who was somebody from Chernovtsi, Jewish, and my father knew his father very well, very, very respected person in Jewish circles, very literary, his father. And this young man was a physician, and my father took him in as he were his son. And he kept on writing reports, whatever my father said, and I think he made up a lot too because he needed to perform. So he added some ridiculous things. I have all these reports now. Basically, there was a pressure on the Polish secret service, secret police, to arrest my father. They had no interest in doing that, and that's what happened. So they arrested him as an Israeli spy. Why Israeli? Because he made friends with the Israeli embassy personnel, the secretary. It wasn't an embassy; it was consulate, because they didn't have a yet full diplomatic relation at that time. So the attaché, the secretaries, they used to come to our house, and so they had to drop it because they couldn't prove it, of course. And then they found an article that my father wrote about the terrible situation of Jews in Romania, and that was the only thing that they could use to convict him of anti-socialist propaganda. He was in prison about 15 months. And 3 of it, he was, the last 3, because the trial, they never went to trial. The day they went to trial was 15 months after, and after he was arrested, and he was given a sentence of 1 year, but he spent 15 months. And he just walked out of the trial, free man. But out of these 15 months, he was 3 months in a psychiatric institution. But he had very special arrangements there. He was like a personal guest of the director of the, had access to his villa, his libraries, and of course, and there were, articles in the West. There was pressure. There were reporters asking questions. At a Polish embassy in France, in the United States. So they felt between Poland felt between the rock and the hard place. Here's the pressure from the Soviets and the world. They were just creating a different image for the world as much more independent. So they were very happy to kind of get out of it, and so it was. They really, Polish government really was looking, the ways to wind it down and kind of be done with it. So at that time. But this was the last blow for my dad. He already didn't recover from that.